Ladies and gentlemen,
SlackerPod.net
Internet Archive.
over your heart. The other hand on the remote because the show's gonna start. The greatest show on earth. You wanna watch it or cost you? Freedom ain't free, but we'll make you an offer.
Now here's your host, DP.
Hey guys, this is DP. I came up with this idea as a way that you can listen to our old episodes, because we have like 40 old episodes that we just have nowhere on the internet anymore. And I can't afford the money to pay for hosting for this, so we're going to do it on YouTube. I took the episodes and squashed them down to about 20 minutes of good stuff and threw them in two-part videos on here. You can get on, you can listen to 10 minutes of a show and then go on your way, or you can keep listening to all of them. I don't care. It's YouTube. Just watch them. Please go to www.SlackerPod.net and check out the new shows, and check us out on iTunes. You can rate and subscribe, and even better, review the show positively. That would help us so much. Thanks for listening to the show. I hope you enjoy it. This is Season 4, Episode 10, otherwise known as SlackerPod 38. Put the pieces into the slot, make the right selection, but beware you're racing the clock. I have a question. What is the board game where you have pictures of people and you have to ask,
Guess
like,
who?
is it a redhead?
Oh man,
That's
game
what we should be playing during this game.
When you're knocking them down,
Yeah.
you're like,
Is it a brunette?
No, because it's
No.
stupid. Because like, there's only like 4 women, and it's like, is it a man or a woman? And if they're like woman, it's just like all of them. And then there's stupid questions. Like, you start asking questions that aren't relevant to the pictures, and you have to be like, well, kind of. Like,
yeah.
it's just stupid shit.
What color are his pants?
Well, I'm gonna assume they're green.
Because he's wearing a
Any
red
guys with
shirt.
green pants over here.
And
That,
it's
like, what another like example of like the oppression of like women throughout history.
is in a
Like,
board game.
you don't want to be a woman in Guess Who. If you're a woman, you're gonna lose.
That, you know, they picked a woman when they're like, they pick the card and they're like, ugh, and they put it back in the deck and draw another one. Because there was one question that you could ask, and like, if it was a yes, it was like 90% of the things got turned down. Like, I don't remember if it was a woman, but whatever. I'm gonna assume it was, because
I just hated when you got down
because
to
women
like,
are stupid.
the 5 guys with brown hair and glasses.
Yeah, maybe that's what it was.
And
Yeah.
it's just like, oh, I don't... Like, now I have to try to guess, like, does he have a mole on his left cheek?
Or like,
No.
you get those jackasses you play with, you be like, does he have a big nose? Well, what do you consider big? It's just like, I don't know, is it about the size of his fucking head?
Does it look cartoonish at all?
Yeah, yes, they all do. Is it a cartoon?
We can get masks and scare our neighbors and take pictures of all scared people. That way it's just an entire
Ugh!
scared neighbors.
I don't think that would be a good idea.
I think that when you flip them down, they should say something.
like they would in the commercials.
It wasn't me, motherfucker.
Do you remember the commercials for Guess Who?
Yeah, like
They would be like-
the originals, not this
they'd be like,
bullshit electronics that they have now.
They'd be like, "Oh no, not me!" And like they like get their picture knocked down. And be like, "Ain't gonna be me this time." And then they'd like get their fucking head knocked down. The commercials were,
and
more
then like
fun.
the one, it was like, it's me.
Yeah, the commercials were more fun than the game. You know?
Yeah.
But they did that all the time, though.
That's true.
I mean, Crossfire.
Oh, no,
my God.
no.
Crossfire.
Yeah, you'd like you'll get
Caught up!
these like 13-year-old boys in leather coats in this like underground pit, like sweating
Fire and
profusely,
Yeah.
just like
Well, they're in a volcano probably, so it's
yeah,
hot.
I can see that.
That game, and then
Well,
you get to that game, and you're like, this is kind of like Hungry Hungry Hippos.
It's just I'm shooting you with metal balls.
But damn, the commercial is
What was the one where you had to put the pegs in the thing and it was on a timer?
Oh, shoot.
Oh, fuck.
I can't remember
And
that
then,
one.
like, it'd blow up.
If you know, call in. Oh wait, we're not live.
Shit! I can't believe I can't think of that. Like
It's red and blue and
TikTok,
yellow
time
pegs.
bomb,
No.
boom boom, pow pow. I'm just gonna keep saying things.
Oh
until it
god,
comes
you're never
out.
gonna get. We had an option
Okay,
for internet
all right,
connection.
Oh
let's
yeah,
just-
we have an internet.
No, we don't. It's
He
not.
doesn't have it
No,
hooked up.
because we
He
didn't
turned
think
it
we
down.
know.
I said, "Would you like the internet?"
Yeah,
I handed it to him like a
He
dead
goes,
lamb.
no,
God,
no,
turned it down.
no. He goes, "Do you want this for YouTube videos?" And I go, "No, I don't have any." So he fucking threw it on the ground. The guy in the commercials, you remember how awkward looking he was? He had that huge nose. I was positive he was the guy from that like Power Rangers ripoff with the bugs.
Oh, Beetleborg.
Beetleborgs. Remember the blue guy from Beetleborgs?
Yeah, looked like Jay Leno.
Yeah, that's the guy in these commercials for this thing.
Board game commercials. Remember the Battleship one where they were like in the
gosh.
submarine? Mm-hmm. And it's like, beep, beep, beep. Sir, we have a problem. We have a problem. What are we gonna do? And then it's like these two kids playing battleships.
And then, did you ever get the electronic version, or did you ever play with it?
Yeah, I'll be honest, but I can't lie. I played the electronic.
Fucking
version.
hit it. It's like,
Yeah,
but it's like coming out of a speaker. It's like the size of a penny.
yeah. It's amazing technology. It's where the music comes out.
Oh man.
Yeah.
God, I totally know exactly what you're talking about. Like,
Yeah.
you only had so much time.
God, and there's probably people listening that are
know
just like
exactly
are
what it
just
is.
screaming it.
No, because they're probably they have the internet at their disposal because it's fucking 2010.
Oh, my name's Tony. I'm a derpader.
Maybe
I
next
don't
time we
ever
offer
say
you
I'm a
some water, you can
derpader.
put that
Yeah,
down.
you do all the time.
So that was my week.
And then this happened a little bit later.
SlackerPod.net.
I'm not saying that I have a problem with a black actor playing Spider-Man.
Perfection. Pop goes perfection.
Yeah, that was it, wasn't it?
Boom! Didn't even
Maybe.
look it up.
Maybe.
Put the
That's
pieces
close.
into the slot. Make the right selection.
I think it was just
Yeah.
called, I think it was just called Perfection.
Right. Nailed it.
That's a good
Didn't
job.
even look it up.
And then this happened a little bit later.
SlackerPod.net.
Answer this question following Christian and Catholic rules. Okay, like the whole, like, just their main staple. Alright, if you were a scientist or an inventor, you found a way to de-evolve the human race to a point where they no longer understood language or reading and writing, would you go to hell for doing it? Because, think about it, if people couldn't understand, wouldn't that let them all into heaven under the whole, like, infant retard clause?
Right,
Where, like,
ignorance is
you're-
bliss.
You don't know. I mean, ultimately, you're devaluing everyone's lives, or just making everyone's lives a little shittier, but ultimately, everyone from hell, you're saving everyone from hell itself. So would that count as a sacrifice? Or would you go to hell?
For doing it, would you
Yes.
go to hell?
For
I don't know.
de-evolving the
The
entire,
entire human race to a point where they could not,
Understand
Well,
language
I'd say if
right?
you do go to
Yes.
hell, you'd be pretty roomy.
because no one else would be there afterward.
You know, you'd hang out with Hitler. And
I mean, it really brings up a strong question. It's like, how could you...
why? Wait, I guess why would you want to do it?
Because you're saving everyone from hell. Like,
Because if they, I don't know.
I'd say if you're a scientist, you're probably an atheist.
But if you're
well, but based in these rules, is what I'm saying.
But if
Nope, I'm jumping out.
If you de-evolve people by making them like dumber, wouldn't that also make them
Yeah,
more
idiocracy.
prone to sin and possibly commit more?
Possibly, if they don't know that it's sin, then I mean, when a little kid like hits somebody before he
That's
knows that it's
true.
bad,
oh, I see. Yeah.
like
So,
I bet you
I
if he
mean-
gets killed this next
So
minute, he's probably not
basically,
going to hell.
If some guy
My mind has
created the
been blown.
filled the entire world full of basically mentally handicapped people,
Yes,
then would they all go to heaven because they wouldn't know any better?
yes.
And would that in turn commit him to hell?
For basically because he did make these people's lives not as good as they would have been.
Sure.
But then
You know
they get
what
to go
though?
to
It
heaven.
seems like, I mean, because I don't know, I'm not a scientist, but it seems like even the most primitive of people end up committing to an idol. You know what I mean? Or like,
You think?
I don't know if it's just
Like,
like
even
in
without any
man's
kind of
DNA
language?
or what, but it just seems like they would end up worshiping like
Something.
a coconut. Or you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, like they would just, like they would, I don't know, like if it's just, no matter how dumb you might think they would be.
Coconut.
Like,
Coconut.
You're definitely going to hell.
I'm not saying like anybody has done that or anybody would. I'm just saying like it seems like it would be inevitable for them to end up worshiping or like believing something.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, how dumb are we talking here? You know?
I mean,
Are we saying cavemen?
it's
Because I feel like cavemen are pretty smart.
Yeah, if they can't really communicate with each other is the problem.
It's okay, man. Oh, they can't communicate with each other?
Like they can't understand any kind of language or, like, back and forth.
Okay, I mean...
Like, you're turning them into these, like, self-contained...
Well, the
like,
thing is, so
a
a scientist does this with people.
Yes.
They're probably just, well...
But everybody doesn't even believe the same religion.
No.
So if you just did this to all Christians...
If you're following... If you're... Let's say that in this world... It's obvious, or the Catholic.
How messed up were you when you thought of this?
Not very.
No, it's an interesting question.
Little bit.
It's an interesting question because it's much bigger than the question itself.
Whoa. Slacker Radio, blowing your minds. Thank you for listening to the SlackerPod Internet Archive. Please check us out at www.slackerpod.net.